I know a lot of people struggling with marking up their charts, and I get it. I used to struggle to mark them up too, but now I can mark up my charts in less than 5 minutes. So I want to give you all that gems. So let's get right into it. Today is December 7, last month of the year, and we're on our favorite pair, the US 30, the Dow Jones. So we're gonna do a banger breakdown today, because we do nothing less than banger breakdowns at Team Code Mansion. So I already showed you in the week how we get our markups. The first thing that we want to do is we want to start on the daily time frame, and that is to get our strong level of support resistances. That is the first thing we want to do, because those are the areas where the market react very strongly from. And what do I mean by our strong level of support resistances? It's those areas where the market sold from and the market buys from. So you see the market sold from here and the market bought from here. Sold from here, bought from here. So those are strong levels of area where the market usually reverts. So we don't want to just be in a trade and sometimes we see the trade just make a strong push and we were like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. It's usually when the market pushes from one of these strong levels. So we want to take note of them. And then after that now, I go for the market structure. And the market structure is the base of the market. And what is market structure? Is when the market is creating higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, and lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend. And remember, the uptrend is when the market is buying and the downtrend is when the market is selling. So this is what it would be look like on the time frames. And people do that. Some people do it on the 4, some people do it on the 2 hours, some people do it on the 1, 30 minute, 5 minute, every different time frame, because it happens on all of them. But I use a 2 hour. That is that sweet spot for me. The 2 hour time frame, oh my god, that one is so sweet. I get some clean market structures like this. And remember, the support resistance, we draw those in blue, and then our market structure now we look for those on the 2 hour time frame. So don't forget that. Make sure you have that written down in your notes. So then we look at where the price currently is, and we can see price created a level of resistance right here. And remember, the resistance is when the market has a buyer's candle then a seller's candle, and for the support is when the market has a seller's candle then a buyer's candle. In this case, for the sell one is a blue then a red, and for the buy case it's a red then a blue. That is how what would happen. So we see price came here and have a little resistance, and price did what? Broke above. So you see when price broke above right here, I normally have that resistance level, draw it with a little small trend line, not all the way across, but just to highlight that price broke that level of resistance, because we see this candle close above it, and then we see this other candle close above it too, which would mean that price close higher than that level of resistance, which currently mean that price would be buying right now, because price closed and confirmed that it wants to close above this level of resistance. So that would what would make us look at the market as an uptrend or a bias for buys in that moment. And then remember, now after we do that, then we go on our 5 minute time frame to get a secret sauce. And remember, if you want to get a secret sauce, you have to link the Code Mansion boss. That's the only way that you can get it. And let us look at our secret sauce zone. So this now is the real gem that I'm giving you now. So to get our secret sauce zone now, we have an orange rectangle, and we see right here the secret sauce zone is right here, and we see price came, tap back into it. So this is where we would have caught our trade. This is where we would have caught our trade when price gave us this level of support, because remember I told you it's a red and a blue. That was the level of support, and we would take a trade like that and have our stop loss right under there. 60 points I normally use and go for anything within a 1 to 4 to 5, but you can go for anything above like a 1 to 2 or that, because the higher the risk to reward, it's the least it's gonna or harder to reach it more than a 1 to 2. So your decision now is based on your trade management. So I would have something like this for this trade, and sometimes if you see the market acting all weird, then you can even take your trade quickly, because on this you see market already push a 1 to 2. So you see if we were going to our 1 to 5, you wouldn't touch it here, but if we were going for a 1 to 2, we would have just been in and out of that trade. So the trade management is based on how much you want from the market, but remember the basis stays the same. So that is how we would have caught a trade like that played out. And let us look at what the market is doing now. So currently it is still above this level of resistance here, but it is creating also a level of resistance here too. So now we'll have to watch now and to see any new market structure. That's why I showed you how to do the market structure and how to highlight it. So now currently I wouldn't do anything. I would want to see if price creates a brand new structure. And remember, something like this, one price closing above and one price closing below, anything like this now, or price makes a higher. But remember, don't focus on the exactly like what the market is. Just don't get caught in alone what you think can happen, and just remember the principles of the market structure, the strong level of support, resistances, support and resistance at the secret sauce. So that is what you have to focus on, and once you know those, then you can just track the market and be adaptable as it is creating those new structures within time. And remember, we have to be patient because patience pays. So if you want to get a pay, you have to be patient. So, and that is waiting on the market structure to form first, and then now after it forms, then now you can look for a trade based on what the market is doing. So that is how I keep things very super simple, but stay adaptable, so we're not marrying any bias and working off what we think can happen, but what we see is happening based on time, and on a bounce of probabilities it is going to play out now, and we just have to manage the trade based on our trading plan. So that is exactly how we do it. So that is why I gave you a full breakdown now on my precept, my principles, and how I look at the market, so you can apply it for yourself and make the results that you want. And to do that, you have to have the proper mindset, because there are some blocks that is stopping you, because I can give you this right now and you do nothing with it. So link in bio or link in the description, tap in and get that so you can level up. Yes, the year is coming to an end and we're taking it to the next level. So 2026 you get into that back. So see you on the next video. I hope you got a lot of value from this one.